the caliphate is emerging around the globe. And which of the candidates do you think really knows that the caliphate is on the march? Which of the candidates really understand that the number of mosques, which have doubled in America since 9/11, contain many, many wonderful people who are peaceful, like the girl next door, but also may contain something a bit more sinister? And again, let's use common sense. Let's just use common sense. You have to understand that there's a war going on around the world. That's why so many of our men are dying in Afghanistan. There's a war. That's why so many of our men died in Iraq. There was a war. And the war is really about Western values versus medieval values, if not earlier than medieval values. It's a culture clash, a clash of civilizations, as somebody wrote. When are you going to recognize the fact that this does not end unless the enemy is defeated? And unless the enemy is defeated, they're going to defeat us. There's no two ways about it. It's either win or lose. There's no compromise. They're not going to change. Just take a look at what happened in Afghanistan. Some garbage was thrown out in the Bagram Air Force Base from cells where prisoners were held, people who were deemed to be either they committed crimes or were going to commit crimes. And in the cells, there were some holy books that were used between the prisoners with writings inside of them that were used. You ask anybody who's been there, and I've consulted with Congressman West, who's been there, as opposed to the punks who've not been there. And West says, of course they use their holy books as a weapon. If they can, they will. They'll use anything they can. And he said, well, wait a minute. They use mosques to shoot at our troops. Why wouldn't they write messages to each other in a Quran? They consider you a moron. If they can get over on you, they'll do anything they can. So they throw the garbage out in Afghanistan, and all of a sudden, the riots go on. The riots are triggered, and U.S. men are killed, diplomats are killed, servicemen are killed. The maniacs go crazy in the streets. You're going to tell me that these throwbacks are going to ever compromise? Are you crazy? Do you actually think that these throwbacks, as I am talking, these people I'm talking about, and again, you think they're ever going to move into the modern world? Never in your lifetime. Not in your children's lifetime. You've got to face the reality that we are facing in this world.